Through the mist, Ember could feel they were being watched. The stranger knew they had to move on. The path behind was forever closed. They tried so hard to see it all. To leave now seemed unbearable. The stranger stared past Ember. "I'm almost ready. Let me sit a little longer. I will catch up, I promise." The stranger had come so very far. They felt the air beneath them, the distance ever widening. It was such a long way down. A resolve stirred within the stranger. Just a few more steps. It can't be much further. The pig had vanished, but something moved beneath the surface. In a muddy pond, Ember thought the pig looked a lot less imposing. The pig shouted joyously, "Join me, morsel!" The pig seemed happy, but Ember wasn't getting too close. Why do I consume whatever people put in front of me? I need some true nourishment, but there's none left here. But so much cooler in this muddy pond, I can finally think. Thank you, morsel. Cheerily, the stranger said, "Remind me of one of the stood there, mouth open. I like you." A stone golem frozen in the lake, a relic from a forgotten time. Ember chuckled. The dangerous plant was no match for a hungry piggy. The Wanderer's Diary. Unfamiliar trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice. The stranger couldn't take on more. The time to grow had passed. They settled into the soft moss and waited. The strangers stretched their limbs. Perhaps it is not too late after all. Ember found the Wanderer's Diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them. stranger was afraid. They couldn't see what lay ahead. Ember saw their own fear reflected in the stranger. The darkness hungered for them all. The little Ember spoke hesitantly. How do you continue, never knowing if we'll reach the end? The pot had turned cold. The fire had died. Nothing the cook made felt good enough. Endlessly stirring the same tasteless pot. Couldn't focus, sleepwalking through the days. Aimed inwards was a... In the eye of the storm, a fragile flicker. They wanted to serve something perfect. The praise of others was hollow. The cook felt numb and hurt all at once. The cook spoke softly. "Oh, hello, little one. I must have lost myself for a moment." "It's supposed to be my new soup recipe. But it's not ready. It's not done." A wonderful smell wafted towards Ember. "You look starving, poor thing. Have a little taste. But it's not right yet." It was the most beautiful thing Ember had ever tasted. I know. It's got no flavor, nothing special. Ember wished the cook would believe them. Oh, I'd forgotten how good it feels feeding folk. But it's not ready. There's no need to pretend just to make me feel better. The cook stirred their soup, looking at Ember, looking at the pot, staring, thinking. Soon, maybe. Oh, I used to love this. Just want to be good at it. But it feels like I'm making the same things over and over. Nothing has flavor. I'm stuck. If you know what you want, I can try. But I really need some better ingredients. Something from the orchard could have worked. If it was still standing. Oh, the cooks struggled to hold back their emotions. Pigs have gotten in me orchard, planted every sapling I did. All me hard work ruined. Take the key and have a look yourself. I can't bear to. See if anything is left, but I promise you, there won't be. The stranger puzzled over their journey. Some steps felt effortless. Some steps seemed impossible. Again and again they returned to the past. Twisted by unseen. Gratefully, the stranger said, "Friend, thank you. We all help each other along the path." Ember uncovered a journal entry. Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen, yellow eyes in greying trees. The orchard gate was locked and needed a key. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it. The cook was right. The pigs had destroyed everything. Ember chuckled. The dangerous plant was no match for a hungry piggy. The stranger closed their eyes and let the fog overwhelm them. Soft, gentle fog, it held them like a vice. The mist could not be pushed, would not be fanned away. The stranger spoke. The fog didn't choose me, it just was. I hope it never closes on you, friend. Hidden away was a scrap of journal. There were memories here, bound in rock. I hear their voices echo in the ancient stone. I find footprints by the cinders, a makeshift camp. The frog seemed nervous, but also relieved to see Ember. They told Ember that the birds had let all the pigs into the orchard, and that the pigs had eaten everything, all whilst the birds watched and laughed. Except one precious thing the frog had managed to keep safe. The frog offered the lotus seeds to Ember. They pleaded for Ember to take the lotus seeds to their old friend the cook, as the frog knew how important good ingredients were in hard times. Ember found a scrap of journal. I heard them coming. The snap of a twig, a flutter of birds. A figure dashing through the undergrowth. Another like me? The stranger couldn't face themselves. It just hurts to be outshone. Never meant any harm. The stranger couldn't face themselves. To be outshone. Easier just to turn aside. The stranger searched Ember's face. Is there hope for me, do you think? Will I make it? Hello there. I can't believe... Where did you... I've never cooked with lotus seeds before. Ember felt happy seeing the cook suddenly so full of purpose. What a lovely surprise! What a lovely surprise! Please try some. It's not much, but there's plenty to go around. Help yourself. Be well, little one, and do remember me if you are ever hungry. The pig was joyous. What is this morsel? My insides feel as refreshed as my outside. I did not dream such food was possible. We will plant a garden of treats. We will compliment to the chef. Hidden inside was the wanderer's journal. Another face at last. A catcher of fish resting by a pond. We work together, silk and tar and aching fingers. My boat floats once more, though I almost wish to stay. The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead. You have done well to get this far, little one. I will clear the path ahead for you." You have seen another. They know the secrets of this place. Seek them out. The painting was the same as Ember had seen before. Two embers shone clearly in the daylight now, their journey ahead. The forlorn was cold to the touch, different to the others. The stranger spoke. "Thank you for coming to help. I can't let another in right now." Ember shared a moment with the forlorn and hoped they would find what they needed. Well now, we've been looking everywhere for you. Oh, fun, over the wall they goes. Hope you have a good excuse for running off, Scab. Ember's heart sank. Ember told the birds about all they had seen in the marsh, pleading for their help. Save your made-up stories for the Forest King. Oh yes, yes, tell the lies to the king. Ember felt nervous standing before the king again. Frustrated, the Forest King said, "Poor tired Ember, you must rest now. You give false hope, try and fail and hurt. This is..." Ember could feel the Forest King looking right through them. "This end, there no more. Why not stop? Let go of this. You must stay, no more foolish hope. Last chance. Take key now. Make sure gates are locked. Let no more in, let no more out." Ember took the key. What choice did they have? Yeah, this really is your last chance. Don't betray the Forest King again.